I think we almost fall into the trap. We talk about this all the time with consumers, but we sort of forget that I think all of us fall into this too of, the age of Amazon, we just expect everything to happen now, right? Right away. But yeah, that's not what marketing is, right? I mean, marketing's a long game. So we can't just drop a campaign or and even, these on or offline things, we can't just show up once to one event and expect, the floodgates to open and just clients to pour in. It's not an instant button, and it's also hard because we also live in the age of, we see everyone else's success reels, right, on Instagram and LinkedIn, and don't obviously have any idea of what, the work and how long it took to get there, right? We're all obviously always sharing our success reels online. So I think we all get sucked into this trap easily. I know I do it of, looking at people who, or maybe your competitors or things like that and thinking, "Oh, they're so much farther ahead than us. We'll never get there." And, that they have it all figured out and we'll never catch up and this and that. And, we have to remember, hey, listen, we're all just seeing the good stuff online here. Don't forget about what's really happening in reality, analog, offline.
Right. Look, and the other thing with like events and community-based marketing is to me like that's the best social media that you can do. And look, like I could make the point, I think I can make a case, though I might have trouble convincing Allison, but I think I can make the case that our AI era event, if we didn't make a dollar on it, would be worth it from the amount of pictures people posted on social media
Mhm,
with our branding, with our thing in the background. Hey, I'm at Best Era's AI era event, right? Because it is target audience, right? So we work with lawyers and law firms and people in the legal space. So like that is our target audience who is then sharing it naturally, happily with their target audience, right?
mhm,
And so if we do it again, like people will be like, wow, this is something I maybe want to go to, or they'll at least have heard of us and
mhm,
perhaps have like a positive association with us. Right. And so that's not paid media. We didn't pay for, we haven't boosted any posts about it. We haven't done anything, but seeing people have a good time, saying they learned a lot, thanking us for it is really like priceless marketing. And so, okay, you're like, well, I'm out there and I'm Rolando and I'm here in Dallas, and I can't like I'm not going to do a car accident conference. Like, good point, Rolando. You're not going to do a car accident conference, Rolando. You're making points in my head that you're not even making. But you would make this point. You're not going to do a car accident conference. But you know what? If you're at that local church fair, take pictures. Go get a picture with, the local church brewing club or whatever one has. Like show your face in the community and like post those things out on add them to your Google business profile, add them to your Facebook and your Meta accounts, put them on threads, put them on your personal Facebook. So that way when people in that community they're like, "Oh yeah, that's the guy." That's the
mhm.
guy, or that's the woman, who does this. So, don't sort of underestimate. Like to me, like organic social is really rough. Paid social is also really rough for a lot of law firms, but that sort of organic social that ties you with the community is, I think, incredibly powerful and successful. And again, it sort of breaks through that AI slop. Like,
Mhm,
here's me, and here's a selfie with me and Joe the Peanut Guy. Like everybody knows Joe the Peanut Guy.
mhm.
Tag them, leave reviews for their business. And part of it is just like this is what people are wired to do. Like this is how we survived, which is really finding our people and helping our people,
Mhm.
and in return we got help. So it's a natural, it's organic, and you don't need to have your sign at the Super Bowl, a
That's
PTO
exactly
table.
right.